wood too. We have 9 wood. Okay. So we should be able to craft 1, 2, 3. Read my F to E. What am I? What are you, an animal? Alright. Hammer. One. 2. Quest complete. Thank you. You've completed the demo. We did it! We did it, boys and girls, whoever's watching. Oh, that feels so good. That feels really good. So, okay, so we need to fix the collider in the back that lets us fall through the world. I think what had happened was I had a door here originally because I intended to make this bigger, and I removed it, and I forgot to fix the collider. We have to fix the colliders on this room anyway because like you can fit in these corners, and the collider should come out a little bit. But I'm pretty sure that's fine. You can't go in there. So we'll fix those colliders, and then we will finish the UI, and then we're done. You want me to leave it? Should I put like a secret here? Be like, you should not be here? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll leave it. Alright. I think that is a great place to stop. One thing I want to do is I want to try to run a build. So let's try to build this. Oh, I gotta get to bed, man. But gameplay's done. Gameplay is done. So the demo is basically done. We just have to do all those screens, which we will clean up this weekend. And then we'll get it uploaded to itch. And you guys can play it if you want. And then I can start working on the actual full game. So before we wrap up office hours tonight, does anyone have any game dev questions or coding questions? If not, that's cool. While this builds, I'm actually gonna, we have an ad coming up in like 5 minutes. I'm just gonna run it now Oh, you got one. Go ahead. Ask your question. Hello, welcome. Caden Burleson. Why does it take so long to make it? As you just watch the stream. Just watch the stream and watch me fail at it every night. Oof. Probably the egg sandwich, unless you just want diarrhea. Hot Pockets is not good for your stomach. Welcome, Caden, to the stream. Doing some office hours for Unity, game dev, coding. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I am currently working on my game Fortress Flipper. Really a demo, mostly. Fortress Flipper is... So you've been hired by villains because their strongholds and dungeons have been ransacked by ruthless adventurers, and they want you to renovate and clean it up. So it's like a cozy game where you do that. And this right now is really just the end result of a game jam project that ran back in November. And I never got to finish the game, unfortunately, but I wanted to continue to work on it because I felt like it was a really good idea. And so I'm polishing up the demo, quote unquote, or at least the prototype of this, to get this up on itch.io so people can play it for free. And then I'm going to continue to innovate on this because I really like the idea and I really think it's going to be good after that. So we just hit a big milestone because we wrapped up all the gameplay elements for the most part. I have big plans for this game, so it's going to be great. Perfection does take time. So we're doing a build here just to see if WebGL will work. It's always good to do a build. I haven't done a build in a while. That's when I found out that half my assets didn't work in WebGL for URP, and I had to replace them, which really sucked. The game will be a Windows game, so I'll go back to those assets once I start making the full game, because they look nicer than the crappy ones that I kind of have now. We'll use terrain because we'll be able to use terrain. So it'll be good. So we're doing a WebGL build because this will be a WebGL uploaded to itch.io once I finish all the UI screens, because there's a couple of UI screens, there's a couple of touch-ups I need to do. Alright, this is almost done. There's an ad coming up in 3 minutes. I'm just going to run it now because this is still compiling. So we'll be back in 3 minutes. Go take a break. 3 minutes. Yeah, it takes a while. Takes a while to compile. I think you need a better graphics card and CPU and RAM. Make this go faster. It's compiling shaders, it looks like. Probably graphics card because it's compiling shaders. I only have a 2070 Super Pro or Pro, whatever, Super 2070 Super NVIDIA. It's old. It's an old card. I need to upgrade. Just they're so expensive. At the time, that was the best card I could get for like that didn't like bankrupt me. But it's time, I think. I think this year. Yeah, you sure? I thought all shaders get compiled on the GPU because that's where they run. But that part I don't know. So I don't know. I have a pretty good CPU. I have an i9. I thought they had to be compiled on your GPU because that's when they get converted to whatever. What version i9? The good kind. Shut your mouth. I don't remember. This computer's old. I don't know. If I was made out of money, I would have upgraded it, but I'm not. I have children to feed. Ads are off. We're almost done. Once we confirm the WebGL build looks good. Oh, it's compressing now, so we're almost done. Once we confirm it looks good, we will sign off for the night. Again, this is the game I'm working on. If you find that interesting, feel free to stop by when I stream. I usually stream pretty much every night except for Tuesdays. On Fridays, I do office hours where I will still work on my project, but also be willing to help you out on your game dev problems if they're Unity related, code related, just game dev in general. I'm not an expert. But if you're looking for an interesting conversation or need somebody to help bounce ideas off of, come join the stream. We have a lot of cool people in chat. So feel free. And you're always welcome to ask questions anytime, but Fridays is when I try to dedicate time to be able to do it. I even have a project open back here for office hours. Just ready to go in case there's any Unity questions. We can actually dive right in and start coding. So, which I guess I don't need right now, so I'll shut that down. And then this was my other project. This is my multiplayer project that I was working on. Somebody was asking about multiplayer and how hard it was. And I fired this up. to show what I've done so far, multiplayer wise. I don't even know if this will run, because I was in the middle of editing it. This drop down. Let's see if this works. This project I haven't opened in months. So for this project, I was trying to make a multiplayer game using Fishnet. I really liked Fishnet. It's one of the few libraries that actually supports client-side prediction and lag compensation out of the box. You do have to buy the premium version for $60, but it's not terrible. Let's see here. We're creating a lobby. We're using Unity's, yeah, this stuff that's broken. Looks like I was in the middle of doing the, that's right. I was in the middle of fixing the animation system. But the idea is that I'm using Unity's using gaming what's it called? Gaming services for lobby and what's it called? Not matchmaking, but lobby and relay, so that you can connect. This is. Must be something new. You're doing the multiplayer. So now this will launch 2 clients. So let's join test. Let's not do this. This. Didn't spin up the other client? Where's the other client? Yeah, see, this project is like busted. No reference. Hold on, let's check the compiling. Still compiling, almost done. It's getting a null reference. The animation handler. Prefabs. Networking. Player pawn. Oh, yeah, they're empty. Oh, it's broken scripts here. Well, I don't know what these were. Oof. That's rough. What could these have been? I must have. Problem is, I haven't opened this script in like forever. This project in forever. So I was in the middle of something and then something broke. Probably... I was working on animation, and I think I was switching between... There's no animation controller here, so I think I was switching between... Associated script... Please fix any compile errors. There are no compile errors. I was using Animancer, which is a plugin on the asset store that does animation differently. It uses the Playables API and doesn't use. So this is expecting abstract animation handler. So let me search for this in current project. No occurrence found in the specified. Wow. It's right here though. Mechanism. Two scripts though. Yeah. Animation handler. What could this other script have been? Yeah, let's remove it. Not doing anything. On this project, actually, I used Git, so I might be able to recover it. Still compiling. Okay. What could I have had on that? What could I have had on that? That's that. Oh, now it's busted. Oh, this is not good. We'll have to kill this after this is done compiling. I might have to start this other project from scratch, which sucks because there's a lot of code in here. But it might be too. I hope I just didn't bork Unity. No, it's still running. It's just slow. Wish I could kill just this. Not the build, but oh, did this finish? Let's kill this project before we make it worse. 22 minutes. Still no WebGL build yet. It's not that bad, no, because I know on that file, it would on that part of it was really just me handling animations. So I just have to like, because what I was doing was I was switching over to Animancer from Mechanim because I wanted to. That other game is more of an RPG, a first-person RPG, and I wanted a pretty complicated animation system. Like if you, because you can equip weapons, right? Like great sword or short sword, have a shield, two-handed hammer, that kind of stuff. And doing that all in Mechanim is a pain in the butt. Let's just put it that way. Because you have to do things like override controllers and injection and all that kind of stuff. And Animancer lets you kind of like have the animations live on the actual assets, and then you can inject them into your thing. So you can say, oh, I picked up a sword. The sword has these animations on them. So just like use that idle, use that attack, use that, and you could do it all in code. It's a really cool plugin, but it requires a lot more setup, and I was trying to get it all to work with the multiplayer and everything. I think I might have to kill this because I don't want to stay up forever waiting for this to finish. I'll give it 5 more minutes, and if it's not done if it takes more than 30 minutes, I'm just gonna kill it and we'll call it a night here. Does anyone else have questions? Game dev questions? Unity questions? Coding questions? While we wait for this WebGL build to eventually finish. If not, that's okay. We'll give it 5 more minutes. Oh. Here we go. It just finished. Where's my build? Oh, I did a build. I didn't do a build and run. Oh no. I'm such an idiot. Alright. Hopefully it won't take as long to build. Yeah, funny. I did a pure build, not a build and run. The good news is everything got compiled, so I don't see it's flying through the stuff. So I think it should spin up fast because we didn't make any changes. So it's just gonna take the time to have to like recompress everything and recreate the build. So hopefully that won't take like 50 hours. Yeah, see, look, much faster the second time. As it hangs on compressing the WebGL data. Alright, let's see who's streaming tonight. Get ready to raid somebody. Jitspo is doing it. We're gonna go raid Jitspo. So come on. I just want to prove that this works in WebGL. So let's see, what's Jitspo doing over here? It's like they're doing some work. Make sure we spell that name correctly. Oh, there we go. All right. Looks like it's popping up. Oh. Okay, so we have some lighting stuff that we can fix. That's okay. Looks like we need to do some lighting. Oh, it's doing that weird mouse thing. I need to figure that out. It happens on all my WebGL builds. Sound's working. Okay, so we should bake the lighting. Oh, totally missed that. Everything looks like it's working. Check our corpse explosion. Got a little freeze there. Do we still have our secret wall? We do. We still have our secret wall. And this works. Okay. So WebGL works, but it looks like we have some lighting issues that we need to fix. Probably fix by just baking lighting. That shouldn't be a problem. The highlights work. Everything else gameplay-wise looks like it works. There is that little tick with the mouse. It drives me nuts. All my WebGL builds do this. You move the mouse, see it like jumps. I don't know what's causing that. I have to research that. But all right, cool. So let's go raid Jitspo. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.